Hi, my name is Gianna, and today we're going to try to not fuck this look up. So I actually did this look yesterday, and it was a little too blue man group for me. Like, I went a little too far with the blue. Oh my god, it was bad. Anyway, I was not happy with how it turned out, even though I could like completely photo edit the blue down. Like, I would know. It wasn't good. So I feel like I could do it better. So I thought, okay, let's redo the video and do better. So that's what we're doing here. So hopefully you guys like this format, because yesterday when I tried it for the first time, it was, you know, it's more like a get ready with me chit chat style video. And I've never really done that. Like, I always have like a goal in mind when I'm talking to you guys, and I feel like even some people think I'm a little dry because I don't like to waste people's time. So I try to like get, you know, through the purpose of that video as quickly as possible. So that way I'm not wasting time and people don't tune out or get bored or think like, oh my god, she's ranting about everything. So the idea of doing a get ready with me chit chat video where I'm literally having to just talk to you guys about basically whatever is very daunting. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna recreate a look I've already done on my blog. I didn't do a tutorial for it because at the time I didn't have a YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna show you that look on my blog so you can see. That is the old look that I originally did. And I just like painted the, whoops. I just painted the dress. You really need to see my face in high def. I really just painted the dress on because I didn't actually have it. And then I did like a really simple eye makeup look, which honestly leaves me very underwhelmed now. But back then I thought, okay, this is like simple. I definitely think my stitching has improved a lot too. So I'm excited to hopefully do better this time. Even though I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this look. I just kind of wanted to try it again and like see how it goes. Hopefully you guys are excited and like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas as much as I do. I remember I actually had dressed up as her one time in high school, and I actually bought the dress and everything. I think I like actually bought that costume. I didn't make it because I can't sew. But like that was one of the few costumes I like really wanted to do because I've loved Nightmare Before Christmas since I was about 5 years old, I think. I remember very vividly having my mom go like to, I think it was like JCPenney or Sears or maybe Macy's. One of those department stores stocked all of the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff when it first came out. And I remember very distinctly as a small child telling my mom like I need to have all of the merch. And I'm not really like a crazy merch type person, but like when it comes to Tim Burton stuff and Nightmare Before Christmas and probably Halloween stuff now as an adult, like I really do want all of the things. I remember I had Nightmare Before Christmas leggings and socks and the t-shirts, and like why did I don't think I needed any of this, but I was very into Nightmare Before Christmas and Tim Burton films growing up, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. So redoing Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas is exciting but stressful mainly because I'm mixing my own blue, which as I found out yesterday, oh my god, if anything I'll superimpose a photo here if I'm brave enough. But if not, let's move on because it was too blue and I wanted it to be more dead white blue, if that makes sense. And it wasn't, and I went too far. I just kept going. But anyhow, hopefully I can fix that today. All right, I am chit-chatting a lot. Let's get started before I lose my mind and just go off the deep end with the blue again. Okay, the first way you can get it, the green, clean beauty way you can get this look is by using this color from GRWM. It's called Nude, and it's like a fleshy toned white color. There's my air conditioning because it's 90 degrees out. I'm just lying to myself. Creating the Halloween season I want, not the one we have. But yeah, so you can use this color and mix it with just like a whatever navy blue or sky blue color if you have it on hand, and it will give you that base that you want. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to use all of this. I don't have quite enough left to want to use it, and I might do like a skeleton makeup tutorial later on with it, so I want to save it. So what I'm gonna do, this is really messy, but what I'm gonna do is use this Paradise Paint Basics palette from Mayron, and I'm gonna mix this with the white and hopefully not go overboard like I did yesterday because that was just a lot. But yeah, this is a really great palette. It has all the primary colors. You can make pretty much anything you want with it. The only caveat is it's not super clean. It is non-toxic though, and it is water-based, and it is cruelty-free. So, and it's pretty affordable. I think this is $35 on Amazon. I'll link it below if you want to pick it up for yourself. It's lasted me years, but and it smells good too. It's really weird. But yeah, it's water-based, so literally you can use these dry, but they're meant to be used with water. So you just grab a brush or a sponge or something, dip it in water, and then you dip it in these colors and use it as you want. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yesterday I used a brush and it created kind of a weird streaking problem, so I'm gonna attempt to use a sponge, and we'll just hopefully that's gonna go well. So I just binge watched the Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor on Netflix. Oh my god. Okay, if you haven't seen them, you really ought to watch them. They're pretty good. Definitely think that Haunting of Hill House was way better than Bly Manor. Bly Manor was like, it's like when you get that sequel that just doesn't, it's just not as good. It just was not as good, and it, you know, that's kind of a bummer, but I think they were good in their own right, like definitely worth watching once. But Haunting of Hill House, I'm gonna go back and watch probably several more times because there was so much in it. It's the kind of thing where you, it kind of makes you start questioning yourself, like while you're watching it. They have ghosts in pretty much every scene of the show or the miniseries, and so when you're watching it, you're like not really sure if you saw like a ghost in the corner of your eye or if you actually saw nothing. And so it really plays tricks on you, and that kind of got me. Like I was so terrified when we were watching it. I was like, I need to sleep with like a nightlight. I need to sleep with the light on. It was really messing with me. But it was really good. Like the whole story is awesome, and honestly, like as far as horror goes, it's pretty master level IMO. It literally has like a really good story, terrifying scares and concepts, psychologically terrifying, while also being like, you know, classic ghost horror story, which you don't see that much anymore. I mean, you do, but most of the time it's like demonic or whatever, and you never really get the same kind of like classic creepy scary ghost haunted house type story. So I really like that about this. For Haunting of Hill House, I really liked that aspect of it. Also, the characters were incredibly deep and well-rounded. Like you definitely feel like you know these characters and you feel for them, and it's, you know, I don't know, it's like one of those stories that despite being really terrifying, you get really invested in. I did anyway. All right, I'm gonna take this down to my neck so we can do a little bit of stitching there. I'm not gonna do the Sally costume, but you could if you wanted to be very elaborate about it. I'm just not going to because I'm wearing a black shirt and there's not really enough room to bring it down and whatchamacallit, draw the dress details. But if you had like a lower cut shirt, you could definitely add them in there and it would be fun. If you didn't want to actually go out and buy the dress or like stitch your own, if you're like some kind of seamstress whiz, I'm heavily jealous. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple because I kind of want to do like a slightly less classic, slightly more glam version of this while still remaining slightly faithful to the original, if that makes sense. I don't know, we're gonna see how it goes. Because I kind of did that yesterday with the eye makeup, and I did like how the eye makeup came out, just not the base. The base was like so blue. It's like offensively blue. I'm just gonna be really careful this time not to go too blue, because dear Lord, it was bad. It was literally bad. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Have you guys seen Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor? Like, what were your thoughts? Because I thought it was really good, and I was so impressed by the storytelling. Bly Manor was good, but like, again, I wouldn't watch it again. I would just watch it the once. But yeah, Haunting of Hill House, totally gonna binge watch that again at some point. It's that good of a story. Who's your guys' like favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character? If you like Nightmare Before Christmas, if you don't, like, what's your favorite Halloween icon? Like, is it Mike Myers? Is it like Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, even vampires, zombies? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. My favorite icon is probably, I don't know, probably vampires. I love vampires. But definitely Nightmare Before Christmas characters, or like Tim Burton characters, are my favorite to do for Halloween, or even just skeletons, or like skulls and stuff. But yeah, again, if you're gonna wear this out, definitely do your ears. Fortunately for me, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't have to. And also, I did yesterday, and believe me when I say it's really hard to get off. Like, this water-based palette, it's not hard to wash off, but like getting all the way in your ear, like the way you want, I guess, the coverage to be, and then like having to go into your ear and like make sure it's all out is like kind of a pain. So, you know, make sure you're going somewhere fun if you're actually gonna do it. So yesterday I actually did some like light contouring for, just because as I said, I wanted kind of like a more glam effect instead of just doing a classic Sally, because I feel like everyone's kind of done that. So I'm going to do a little bit more of a fun eye makeup look, and then I'm gonna, excuse me, and then I'm going to keep this as like my costume, and I don't know, just I guess give it more of a grown-up look. That way if you're trying to dress up but maybe you want to use what you own, you can just wear like a black top and you don't have to go out and buy something, or maybe you just can't afford it, you know, like times are hard. And that doesn't mean you can't enjoy Halloween, okay? Like, I am all for enjoying Halloween in all the ways that you can. In high school, I made so many of my costumes and they were so ridiculous. They were like ridiculous concepts. And it was just like based on like, I don't know, a song lyric line, or I don't know, like weird shit. I just wanted to like be, I always wanted to be something original that nobody else would have, and that's hard to do when you buy your costume. So I ended up being that chick that always like made her costume. Especially in high school. When I was younger, I think I was more like on the train of wanting to like buy something, but the older I got, I was like, nah, I need something original. Something no one else has. Do you guys prefer to buy your costumes, or do you prefer to, you know, make it yourself and kind of give it your own spin? Like, what is something that you guys do every year? Like, and do you dress up or no? Like, you know, I know some people who are into Halloween, but they never dress up, and I don't really understand how you can like not dress up, but to each their own. Dressing up and like doing costume stuff is definitely one of my favorite aspects of Halloween, but I know for other people, like, there are different ways to enjoy the season, you know. My boyfriend definitely loves to go to like mazes and stuff a lot more than dressing up, which I understand, you know. I think there's fun in all that. Okay, so I'm doing a slightly lighter color, and then I'm going to attempt to blend it with the sponge. Which, good luck to me. I don't know if this is going to turn out decently or not, but hopefully. Just so that way I have a little bit of different colors going on here. I will take it. Also, Oh my god, you wouldn't know it, but this took me like an hour just to blend the fucking colors. And I'm still not exactly super happy with it, but it'll do. If you wanted to, because she doesn't technically have eyebrows, you could latex over these and just not have eyebrows, but my eyebrows are super black and it would be cumbersome to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna put a little blue in them and let them exist. So anyway, I'm pretty obsessed with Haunting of Hill House at the moment. Don't know if you could tell or not. But yeah, it was such a damn good story. I'm like obsessed. Have you guys seen it? Have you not seen it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please tell me. Also, what are you doing for Halloween? Like, I know there's a lot of people out there going like, oh, Halloween's canceled. And I don't believe in that. So I know there's obviously limited amount of things people can do with social distancing and not being able to, like, you know, party as hard as they might want to, but you know, we can still do things small. I've been celebrating in small little ways throughout the month so far, and that's been pretty cool, honestly. It's been fun to do like crafts with, you know, a couple friends here and there, and to actually enjoy the month, to set up decorations. We have like so I'm living in like a bigger place now, not much bigger, but bigger for me, not life. And, so since I live in like a bigger apartment, I actually have room to like put up decorations in the way that I want to. So I've been doing that. I put up lights and stuff, which you can actually see in some of my photos. So it's kind of cool. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. It kind of cheers me up, you know? And then also being able to watch all the scary movies, that kind of brings me into the spirit. Speaking of, if you guys are gonna dress up this year, like, and do anything at all, what exactly are your plans? I would love to know, like, what Halloween costume are you gonna dress up as? Are there going to be a million Harley Quinns who, like, all stay at home? Or, like, what, I don't know, what are your Halloween costume dreams if you're not gonna dress up but want to, but maybe, like, don't have anywhere to go? And then if you actually do have somewhere to go, or if you're just gonna dress up and maybe, you know, pass out candy to your kids, or like, you know, a small number of children that you know or something, I don't know. Because I know that trick-or-treating has been kind of like limited in some places, and it seems like not allowed at all in other places. So yeah, let me know what your plans are. Are you guys gonna have small parties, or like maybe with family members or something? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. This palette, dry, I'm gonna use a little bit of this blue and a little bit of this gray. And hopefully that is not a complete disaster. So it's really textured. Not perfect by any means, but we're going to make it work. So I'm gonna use the Ilia Cool Nude palette. It is this palette I actually got for Christmas, this past Christmas, so last year. And I'm just going to use 3 colors. I'm gonna use this as the main color, this as like an inner corner, inner half, inner third, whatever, and this in the crease and like eye socket, just to create more of like a hollowed out effect, but it's still kind of like glam. So yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna use this probably as a liner, but I might go in with black. I don't know. It depends on how dramatic I can make this. We'll see. So I put it a little lower on my eye. I'm gonna put white in there so it can give me kind of a dull like effect. I'm gonna go ahead and line my eye with this color, and then we'll just see if like it's gonna be dark enough or if I want to use an actual black color. It's probably good enough. All right, now I'm gonna take this color Nev and put it in my like waterline and kind of fill in underneath here like as if it's my eye. So this really old eyelash curler. It's pretty ancient. It's actually one of those, it's like a K-beauty gadget, I guess, in a way, because it's a heating one. You just turn it on and then this gets a little warm. And it's supposed to be like literally like curling iron, but for your eyelashes. It doesn't get like super hot to where, you know, you feel like you're gonna die or anything, or doesn't burn your eyes, doesn't hurt your eyelashes. It's just a little bit of heat to hopefully hold the curl. And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply this Kosas mascara. And if you want, you can put on false lashes or whatever you feel like doing. I'm just gonna keep it natural because false lashes sounds like a lot of work. Now we're gonna get into the difficult part. I'm gonna do my lips really quick, and that's gonna be a blend of colors. Then we're gonna do stitching, and we'll end it with that. Okay, so I'm gonna use Ritual Defease Fortune Teller. It's the Forbidden lipstick, and the shade is Fortune Teller. And that'll be our base. If you want a more classic look, then this is fine. So yeah, again, if you are going for a more classic salad look, you could stop here. Since I'm trying to modernize it just a little bit and match it a little bit with this eyeshadow, I'm gonna add Taro. It's the shade is Taro, and it's a Bite Beauty lipstick. It's discontinued, but they have a lot of similar shades, and it's essentially just like a light, I guess like a medium lilac shade. And that's just to kind of mute the redness of the Forbidden lipstick. And then I'm gonna gloss over that with, this is the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Color Serum in Deep. Now we're gonna go in, we're gonna do bottom eyelash in here so it looks creepy, dull-eyed. And then I'm gonna do stitches. With this palette, I'm just gonna use these two colors to do the black stitches and to highlight a little bit, so that way they actually look like stitches. So I'm gonna show you how to do it, so don't panic. All right, we're gonna do the eyelashes first. That's easy to get done with. Got a very fine brush here, so you definitely want like a fine tip brush for this. It makes it a lot easier. If you have a bigger brush, it's gonna come out a lot chunkier, which if you don't mind, that's fine, but trying to kind of do little eyelashes. All right, so that does not look perfect, but it's enough to make it look like it's part of the actual eye. So from far away, it's gonna look like your eye is bigger. All right, so Sally has, I would say like 2 main scars on her face. She's got this one that goes kind of like over the eyeball and down, it ends like right here. And then she's got the smile line stitches, and then the one around the neck. And then obviously if you go down further, she has the chest straight stitch. So if you want to add that, if you're gonna do like the dress and stuff, then you can go ahead and add that as well. It's pretty easy to do. But yeah, they're all pretty basic stitches, nothing crazy complicated. It's just that it's time consuming, so it's gonna take us a little bit. So I've made this line just to start and frame where the stitches are. I'm gonna do the other ones, and then the neck, and that's pretty much all we have for this look. And then I'll add the little stitchings in afterwards. Essentially the hardest part is gonna be putting that down and like making sure your lines are sort of framed properly. I went a little bit off for this one. The actual stitch for Sally's for her face goes like right down her eye. I just didn't want to do that because I didn't really want to mess up this glam eye makeup that I did. But again, if you're gonna go for a more classic look, she has like pretty much no eyeshadow on, and it just goes like straight down her eyeball. So. If you don't care about highlighting, then you can stop here. You're done. Awesome. If you want to highlight, then you take white and essentially you go over your work a little bit and you're gonna put little dots at the end of every stitch. So I'm gonna show you. Now you can stop here if you want. I'm gonna reinforce all these lines and then we'll be done. That is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird get ready with me. I know it took kind of like a lot longer than, hopefully I'll be able to edit some of this out. But you know, it is a painstaking look. I feel if you're gonna do this look, then it might help you to pre-mix the blue and white, which I didn't do because I'm smart. And that will save you some time because you can just put it on and then call it a day. Or even if you just got like a light blue color, so you don't have to mix anything, you just have to apply it, that would be great. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. Honestly, the previous look I did was like, I was not happy with it. And so hopefully you guys like this. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and if you guys create this look on Instagram, be sure to tag me so I can see what you guys have been creating for Halloween. I love seeing that stuff. So yeah, hopefully you like this format. Let me know if you love or hate this format and you want to hear me chatting or not, because I can never tell if people love hearing me ramble. So let me know in the comments, that would be really helpful. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel for more green beauty makeup looks and other stuff coming very soon. And yeah, like this video, leave me a comment, that's always welcome. So thanks so much for watching, I'll see you next time.